Morning y'all. All right, busy one today. We're going to be looking at the eBay store. I've been fretting over eBay whether to do it or not with the extra 10% fee. I've been talking to other people though, even one of my clients, and they believe that the 10% extra fee from eBay is off counted by the fact that you probably get 10% or even more traffic. So at a business level, when you're running like a shop like this in lockdown, looking at your online presence, it probably is a good idea. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing today, is sorting out the eBay store. I've got a pretty good eBay account under the personal name, thinking of putting that to the store. Something to think about. What else? I've got collectors contacting me. Now, collectors are a very special brand of client that they expect, because they don't open their packs, yeah? They like to get stuff and keep it. So you've got to make sure that, you know, there's no little defects or anything in particular boxes. So I'll be talking to that potential client today in regards to how we can help them out. They're just another niche market, and it's great to have them come on and trust myself with that, and they love some of the products that I'm getting in. So yeah, no, that's really good. So they're the kind of things when you're running a shop that you come across, just things like that. I've got to close off a few other things in regards to more of the dead CC or the lesser played CCG type things. Also, yeah, just looking at different things that I can be doing and increasing the brand, really. Along with more videos. And there was something else in mind that I cannot for the life of me think of right now, but other than finishing off Vermilion Bloodline for Dragon Ball. Yeah. So I've got a video conference at about 7:30, so it's in about 5 minutes. Then from 8 a.m. onwards, I'm going to punch it through until mid-afternoon. So yeah, really looking forward to getting stuff done, getting the orders out and getting started. Been pretty short on the videos today. It's about 3:45 and just finished a box opening. Like, it was fantastic. This came today from Legend Story Studios. Flesh and Blood posters. These only go to the stores that have great sales, support them, and are really in their top tier. So receiving this from Legend Story Studios is really humbling. All the work that I put in to support that game, I don't even look for this, but it is a fantastic reward and I'm really humbled by it. I can't wait to get it up on the walls, and I've already got 3 posters up there already, plus a smaller one with Ira on the main door. So I'm really looking forward to putting up these 4 posters, really lining the wall. 3 or 4, I'm not too sure at the moment. We did get, I've been waiting weeks on these bicycle cards, and I was promised them 2 weeks ago. They finally have arrived here, which is great. Bicycle cards, brilliant quality. Look, this type of stuff for a store is always a risk, yeah? Being in lockdown, I really have to look at the risk and reward type things of everything that I'm buying now. And, you know, there's some stuff like this, which I don't need to get, yeah? But I enjoy it and I can't forget about why I got into this business, yeah? And it's to enjoy the company of people as well as the games that we all play. This I'll do a box opening with, unless someone buys it ahead of time, but I really want to do a box opening with this and really show people, and you know, that might generate sales later on. It's a risk that I take, but I was getting this anyway. So yeah, the risk is neither here nor there. These things came in great. A lot of players are looking for them. I can't wait to get them on the net. So right after this video, I'm going to just work on getting this stuff shown it's available on the internet. I was able to also show that I've got a whole bunch of Digimon now. Digimon's really going to take off in Australia. These are Japanese promo cards, and I got quite a lot of them to support the scene when it first came in here, and that was a risk. There's a fair bit of money in this, and I'm yet to decide what to do with it. And that's the issues with having a store as well, is where's your money tied into? You can have your gaming mats, cards, sleeves. A lot of money is tied up in sleeves. So you really need to figure out what's happening, especially in a time of lockdown, and what you're doing. Come out with some neat ideas. One for Dragon Ball doing the bricks. You would have seen them on the website. If not, go on Facebook. It's probably one of my latest posts for the bricks. And I can't put too many up on them because I don't know how much is coming in, but I feel pretty safe with what I've put out there for what I'm expecting to open up. What else is there? There's the little projects that I've got going, and the next box that I've got waiting at home, which I'll do a box opening on tomorrow, has the next part of where I'm going to be introducing potential sales through Flesh and Blood for newer players. Really looking at that scene to push that ahead. There's not much I can do more about Digimon until we have to wait till the end of the month when I find out more from the distributor. However, there are pages that I can go to and find out some information. So yeah. Wow, what else is there? You know, Magic Zendika, I've got to do another ad for that. That's most likely tomorrow. I'm going to send that out. It's all ready. I just need to put it up and yeah, let it go. Now what do we got? We've got Dragon Ball, which I'm doing stuff for, Flesh and Blood. Digimon, I said we've got to wait. Vampire I've been doing a little bit for, and I think I've put up a whole bunch of scheduled posts for that. So I've just got to let that run its turn. I'm wondering whether I can do a little bit more. The other game for Vampire being Vampire Rivals, I just closed off the Kickstarter for as a store, and that will be coming in, getting in about 6 copies. So 1 for me, 5 for sale, just to see if we can build a scene. If I need more in, I will bring more in. We've got Final Fantasy, which isn't really doing too much at the moment. However, I was able to secure the 2017 anniversary books and bundles. So they are just fantastic to look at. And for the collector, I really am hoping that there's people out there that are looking for those type of items. Done Magic the Gathering. Pokemon, pretty quiet. Look, the Champions Path is coming out, and that just went crazy. We're pretty much sold out of everything of that. We are sold out of everything, not pretty much. So we've just got to wait for the next thing that's coming out for that. And that's probably something over the next 2 days I'll do some investigation on. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll just advertise what's coming out. And you know what? I need to start doing some more videos. So the videos that I've got at the moment, which I'm planning for. Oh, and someone asked me about if I'm going to get Games Workshop in, such as Warhammer 40k. And as I explained on the video, I've been around for a while in the gaming scene, and I've seen a lot of stores really struggle when they get that stuff in. There were minimum orders to get, really tied up a lot of money. People weren't buying, and it was almost the end of a lot of stores, if not was the end of a lot of stores. It's just hard to realize cash flow with something like that if you don't have the player base for it. And we're a card store. I don't mind people coming in and playing their games, and hopefully we get a scene that I can support it. I will look into it though and see if I can sign up with them and see about their minimum orders and see if I can help the people that are interested in supporting me with me supporting them in that regard. So that's one thing there. I've got to do a Star Realms video. Now Star Realms is a fantastic game. It's got a lot of support, especially online for the online game, but the card game is where it's at. The beauty is in the cards, talking with your opponent, and just that experience. It's a game that I love. I've brought in. No one is supporting it, and that's why I brought it in, because I believe in the game. It's a niche game, and I will contact the other people for the people that produce, I think they're called White Wizards, who will hopefully give me some tournament support for that, because I would really like to get a group running on that. There's also Marvel, which I've said, got to do a video on that. So Star Realms, Marvel, Warhammer 40k. I keep doing the Fab videos, and I'm wondering whether I should do some others. There are box openings that I've got to do, and one of my clients has said I can open up a whole case. He's purchased a whole case which I can open up for him. I don't think I can get to that until Friday, so I'm going to contact him and see if it's okay. If it's not okay, I'll just send out his box and thank him for thinking of the store. He also wants to see the community all vibed up and like looking for good stuff, but yeah. So it's not just coming in and running the store, guys. It's not sitting behind a desk realizing, you know, I get to play games all day. It's a lot of work, and I enjoy it. I wouldn't give it up. What was it, 15, 16 years in the corporate world. I wouldn't. The only thing I miss from the corporate world is sitting on a train reading my book and getting through books, yeah? But I would not give this life up for the world. It can be stressful, and there's a lot to think about, a lot going on, and you just need to get the people around you that can help you with that. And it's not for everyone. It's scary a lot of the times, but if you're positive and you can keep things, you know, vibrant and going and finding those people and finding the interest for those people, then that's where it's at, yeah? And I can't wait to get other games shown. I can't wait to get my whole Dead Sea CG side of things going through the boxes with you on video, laughing at some of the cards. You know, I looked at a box today and it had Ninja Turtle cards in it. Who ever knew there was a Ninja Turtles card game? And they are the most ugliest cards I have ever seen. You cannot play the game without getting a headache from those cards. And when I get to those videos, you'll see what I mean, because they are the worst produced cards I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of cards, and I've got a lot of cards. But yeah, all that starts with the Star Wars CCG, which is, I believe the light side has been sorted now by the girls. They just need to get the dark side done. And I've got an office right behind me with about 4 or 6 of the white boxes, 3200s, which are just full of flesh and blood cards that need to be put in the order. I'm scared to say it because I think they're going to go off at me. But, you know, we're in lockdown. What else is there to do but to help me out, yeah? Especially if you don't have hobbies of your own. But I've got plenty of hobbies, yeah. I'm really missing the ability to actually have someone in here and just even open up the Jumpstart boosters and play some games. I've got my daughter for that, but yeah, she's up there playing one of her video games at the moment, but yeah. Look, that's it, guys. There'll probably be one other video just to say what I got done this afternoon. Oh wow. All right. Nothing much else done this afternoon. You know, just cleaning up some things, getting some orders out. Yeah. Posters I'm going to have to put up myself tomorrow. The girls can't get down to do it. I was hoping that would be their little project. I really want to see them up, and I want to take some photos. So I'm going to do my best to get them up. I've got a few things to do tomorrow. Postage, and I think I'm going to dedicate tomorrow to a lot of videos if I can. I've got a full list here. Don't know how many of them I will get done. How many distractions will come up. But the good news is that I'm going to go in this room now where there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes and 2 little ones. I'm going to take that to the girls to do at home. That's all my fab stuff, or it really isn't all of it, but if they can do that, it really gives me a good indication of what I've got for making various decks up. I've got a crap load more just sitting there from a recent purchase that I got off someone else as well. Man, maybe I should give them that stuff and then they can put it into that stuff. I don't know. I think, oh, geez. See, either way, I'm in trouble, yeah? Because if I get them to do this stuff, which is the easier stuff, and they put it on, they feel good about themselves, and then I give them all that stuff, which is all over the place, and they have to do it, they're gonna question me and go like, what the hell, man? Why don't you just give us this or give us that? But it's so overwhelming. Maybe I could give them one set. I might actually do that. If I can get one set out of all that and then give them enough boxes, which might only be 2 or 3, make up one set, that might do it. That's the juggling act you got to do to get the cards up. Like, there's still things. Last week I put up all the Final Fantasy cards. Someone else was selling their Final Fantasy cards. The reality is, people, your collections are never worth what you think they are. Unfortunately, even my collection, I've got just about everything for Dragon Ball. If I ever come to the time where I'm going to sell it, unless I'm going to do individual cards, I'm never going to get the value that is their real worth, unfortunately. And that's what people have to realize. So I was talking to a gentleman doing Final Fantasy. You know, I offered him a certain amount. He gave me a value of what his cards were, and I offered him a certain amount. And honestly, it was like a third, if that, of it, which was a shock to him. But then he admitted, like, I haven't sold them for ages. I've been ages trying to get rid of these. He asked if I could go up. I looked at the collection. I was like, no. And sometimes you just can't take on extra collections. Like, even the one that I just got for Flesh and Blood, I think I paid too much for it. I honestly did. And that was a lesson learned for me. I'm going to be stuck with that stock for a very long time. Will I make the money back from it? I don't even know. But these are the risks and things that you take. I'm still new at this. And, you know, when you are starting out a store, the reality is you're one bad purchase from closing your doors. Okay, so you need to be so careful. I would have jumped at the chance to get wargaming miniatures in and everything, but my experience from being in the scene and seeing various shops and hearing from the back end, because we used to supply the product to the stores like Games World and Mind Games and all that. We used to supply their stuff, and there were a lot of littler stores and used to hear about their problems. And I take a lot of that on, and I listen to a lot of people and weigh things up. And even now, I've bought some bad purchases. I really have. Stuff that won't move. Stuff that I'm just going to have to throw out in clearance just to get rid of it. Realise some of the capital that was in it. Just get rid of it and get onto the stuff that I really like and we all enjoy. These distractions, they're just too many distractions. And I will say, listening to a lot of people, and you always just want to do the best. But then something like this hits, like this stage 4 lockdown, like all that stuff and all that goodwill is just sitting there now, yeah? So really need to get back to basics and to the top things that are actually moving the business along, yeah. So remember that if you are ever going to start out, and I don't know if I would recommend most people do, you need to have a certain personality to do it. Just remember, you're always that one bad purchase away from closing the doors, and it really could be the case, because sometimes you might need to move on something becomes available and you need to get in big for it, and that is a big decision. I've been there a few times with this store, and every time, luckily enough, it's paid off. But you can't be selling one of these and maybe one of these to keep a store open. You just won't do it, yeah? 20 of these, you know, whatever other products, 20 of this, 20 of that, 30 of that. That's what keeps things going. It's nice to get in like these things, and they're great for the support. Don't get me wrong, you need them because people will ask them, they'll go elsewhere if they don't have them. These will lead to other purchases. but you really need to look at the whole cash flow and what's bringing in the cash flow and try and get a balance. Yeah. Learning every day. And yeah, I've got a box tomorrow. You'll see some purchases in that probably shouldn't have been done, but they were made ages ago and they came in, and my fault for not going back over my back orders and seeing what I should have cut. And that's a lesson learned for me. And tomorrow I might take a second look into my back orders to make sure there's nothing in there. So wait for tomorrow, that box opening, and we'll have more of a chat about that. All right. Have a great night, guys. See ya.